I'm Colby Simmons. I am a special ed teacher for fifth graders, and this is my technology integrated lesson plan. Um, the Common Core standard I'm choosing to work on comes from fourth grade because a lot of my students we work on scaffolding up. So it is about solving word problems with different operations. In this particular lesson, we're just focusing on addition and subtraction. I also have an example of the goal at the bottom for the IEP. So any student who's working on word problems with me, this would be sort of what their goal would look like. It's a little longer than this on their IEP. Um, the breakdown of my lesson, I only have 45 minutes with my groups. So I've kind of broken it down into four really important sections. So sometimes it takes a while for my students to filter in. So I like to give them a little bit of extra time at the beginning there. If they're running a little late or they're coming back from lunch sometimes when they come see me. And then we're going to start off with gathering their resources, sitting down, logging into their Chromebooks, and they have a little question you'll see later on about how their weekend went. And then we're going to go into the vocab, kind of review what we've been talking about. We have a little activity on Peer Deck to do with that one. And then we have a practice question. Most of the practice question is going to be done as a class. So I'll be up presenting, we'll be talking about it, asking questions, giving them time to think about it. There is also a Peer Deck activity with it, but it goes pretty quick. And then they are going to break out and do a worksheet. I have specific worksheets to sort of track the students' progress on their goals throughout the year. So I want to make sure that I have those and I'm staying consistent with those. And then in the last 4 minutes, they have a little checkout, see how confident they are, how they felt about today, and then they have to clean up before they leave my class because I'll have another group coming in just 5 minutes after that. These are the goals. I went ahead and wrote an academic goal that will be posted on the board. My district also uses the SIOP model, and I'm going to be using this lesson for one of my observations. So I also have a language goal right there. These are the resources that they're going to need: Chromebooks, pencil, a highlighter. A lot of my students like to have dry erase boards, and there's an activity that I haven't quite decided if I'm going to include in the actual lesson. Well, they will write on the boards and answer that. And then when we get later on to multiplication, they'll start with a multiplication table because we're really focused on identifying what the operations they're going to be doing are. This will be on the board when they come in. I'll have a code there. Um, and then this is going to be the first slide that they see on their Peer Deck. They're going to write a response. I gave a little bit of what I did over the weekend. They know that I'm a football fan and I went to Fresno State. So this is the vocab review. I thought this one was fun on Peer Deck. They're going to drag to the different symbols. If they see difference, what does that mean? If they see sum, product, more, less, split. This is the first practice question. So we'll go over this together. And they're going to circle the important words or phrases or numbers. And they're going to be given a little bit of time to do that. They can talk to their partner. And then I went ahead and broke it down and I highlighted. I wanted to note the starting value, keywords and phrases, and changing values. And then we'll go over and talk about what each one of these means. What does went to mean? Left to, how many were left? What kind of operation are we doing? So this is the part that they're going to solve that question with their whiteboards. And then as a bonus, we'll talk a little bit about the units of measure if we have time. So in this case, it would be ants, how many ants were left, however many ants. And then this is where they'll go to the worksheet. They have opportunity to work with their partners. They're going to highlight first, and then if they want to, they can cross out the unnecessary words, and then they can solve. I'll be going around. Finally, the checkout. They're going to tell me how confident they are about addition and subtraction. I want to get them all confident before we move on to the little more complicated with multiplication and division, and that is all.